Mini drivers are becoming a big talking point as of recently with the release of the brand new TaylorMade BRNR Mini driver in copper. And then we also have Callaway's first mini driver since 2014 in my hand, which is the Callaway Paradym AI Smoke TI 340 Mini driver. It's a mouthful, but stay with me. It's the battle of the mini drivers. We're putting them head to head today. Let's see which one comes out on top. Now, in terms of tech, looks, feel, there's a few differences, there's a few similarities. Now, the biggest difference is head shape. So what we have is with the TaylorMade, we have a 304cc head. With the Callaway, we have a 340cc head. So the Callaway's slightly bigger. It's probably going to give you a little bit more forgiveness just with that deeper face. And obviously with it being a little bit larger as well, slightly more stability. But it's not going to be much in it at all. In terms of the weighting, fairly similar. You've obviously got that lighter weight at the front and heavier weight at the back, but you've got a 13 gram weight in the back and you have a 1.5 gram weight at the front in the TaylorMade. Now in the Callaway you have a 4 gram and then you also have a 12 gram in the back. Now these can obviously be moved around to give you that more penetrating ball flight rather than the setting that they're in at the minute, which is going to give you that higher forgiveness and higher launch. Now what we do have as well, we do have obviously titanium construction in the body in both. Both have your carbon crowns as well, which is what allows them to obviously have the adjustable weighting on the soles. Now you do have the K-sole as well on the TaylorMade, which is going to give you that better turf interaction. It's also shallower in face, so it's not as deep as the Callaway. You've got the usual suspects in the TaylorMade, through slot speed pocket, twist face technology, and then as we know in the Callaway Paradym AI Smoke range, we've got that AI Smart Face, which is going to give you that forgiveness across the face. Really interested to see how these perform head to head, so without further ado, let's get into it. Up first, we're going to hit them off the tee box. Now, I've got the Callaway AI Smoke mini driver in my hand. I've got it in the setting with the lightweight at the front and the heavyweight at the back, so I've got it in the most forgiving setup possible, and the same with the TaylorMade. So we're going to hit a couple shots off the tee box and then I'm going to flip the weights around just to show you the difference as well. So let's give it a crack. We're dead into the wind. There we go. It's down there. All right, that felt all right. Onto TaylorMade. Pretty much on top of each other, that's perfect. Callaway's going up again, but we've changed the weights around. We've got the heavier weight in the front, lighter weight at the back. So what we should see is an increase in ball speed. So let's give it a whack, see how we go, and we'll take it from there. Oh, that's gone so far. I notice it's gone a little left, but I notice a difference straight away with the ball speed and the spin. It's like an absolute rocket. Spin's almost down by half. That's insane. Up next we have the TaylorMade. Now again, heavier weight at the front, lighter weight at the back. We should see lower spin, faster ball speeds. Oh, that's pretty good too, to be fair. Oh. Slightly more spin. I hit that one maybe just a little bit lower in the face, but still really good. I can't really fault that. That's awesome. The one thing that's definitely noticeable when you move that heavier weight into the front is it performs more like a driver. The spin's lower, the ball speeds are higher. It's really impressive actually. What you basically have is the versatility of making it a forgiving 3-wood and then also making it an absolute weapon off the tee box as well. We've hit them off the tee, we've changed the weights around. It's now time to hit them off the fairway. One thing I will say about the Callaway is because it is that 340cc head, it is that little bit bigger. So for maybe higher handicappers, it might seem a little bit daunting, but you just need to trust it to get it off the deck. No, no. Right, I know I hit the tree, that's quite funny, but it is quite easy to get off the ground, as you can see. I only just clipped the top of that tree, so it's a fair height. You can even get off the deck. Bloody hell, that was going to be good as well. All right, moving on to our BRNR Mini driver. Now, this is obviously a smaller footprint in comparison, 304 cc's instead of 340 like the Callaway. It's a little bit shallower. It resembles more of a slight fairway wood. Frames the ball nicely as well. Oh. I think I just hit that through the green. That was an absolute stripe show. All right, so let's dive into that all-important data. Now, we started off with the Callaway. We hit that off the tee in the higher forgiving setting with that heavier weight in the back, and vice versa with the TaylorMade. Now, the Callaway is carrying 250 yards with 176 ball speed and 4,500 spin as well. Now, one thing, it was really easy to launch, as you can expect. 13.5 degree weight in the back. You're going to get great launch, but you're getting great speed, distance, and carry as well. Really impressive, really stable off the tee, and especially with that slightly bigger head profile in comparison to the TaylorMade, you definitely packs a punch. The TaylorMade, the BRNR Mini, now this was carrying just a little bit further, not much, just a couple yards at 253, but it's also very similar in ball speed at 255.7, slightly lower spin rate at 4,042, so 500 RPMs down. But this is where it gets quite interesting. Now, when we flip that around and we have the heavier weight further forward in the driver, the Callaway really does stand out. Now, obviously, with it being that 340cc head, it does pack a punch. The ball speed, 182 mile an hour, massive, really impressive. 292 yards carry. Now, by dropping or changing the heavier weight from the back to the front, the drop and spin is really impressive. You know, you're 18,000 to 2,000 RPMs in spin. So the thing is just going like an absolute bullet. It's still high launch though, so you are going to see great distance, great carry, and great speeds as well. I mean, the AI Smart Face is class, as we've seen obviously through all the reviews I've done. Now, when we switch it into the TaylorMade, we're seeing a higher spin rate in comparison, but still great spin rates at 2,696 spin, but we're seeing 275 yards in carry. Slightly higher launch height, so 138 feet in comparison to 126. Now, I obviously hit it quite high, so I'm going to see that anyway, but really impressive. But it just shows you that, you know, that slightly larger head, you do just get that little bit more out of it in terms of speed and obviously distance as well. Off the fairway, you know, hitting the TaylorMade, shallower head, slightly smaller at 304cc. It's just slightly easier to get in the air, and especially on those tighter lies as well. Now, I'm not saying that the Callaway Mini driver is hard. Just with that slightly bigger head, it may seem a little bit daunting, especially with a deeper face. The TaylorMade just has that slightly narrower profile. If it were me, if I was going to choose one, I'd probably lean into the Callaway. I know my struggle sometimes is off the tee, just trying to keep it nice and tight, and I feel like that really does tick a lot of boxes. For me, putting that weight, for the heavier weight further forward, it drops the spin drastically, and I can see a nice penetrating ball flight as well. And I'd probably go a step further and probably take it down, you know, a degree as well, making it 12.5, just so it launches that little bit lower, especially in windier conditions as well. But they're both incredible options. You know, like I said, there's a reason why guys like Tommy Fleetwood and Rory McIlroy have put that TaylorMade BRNR Mini driver copper in play. Two great options. Give them a go. Let us know how you get on. I've been James from Bunkered. We'll see you next time.